On the road about how you've kind of been able to separate yourself from maybe that group of defensemen during camp that were kind of fighting for spots, and he just called out the details, the work ethic. Just kind of how are you feeling now that we're more than a quarter way into the season, really settled in? Just how are you feeling to start this year?
I feel good. I mean, I feel like just being up here for a long stint has kind of helped me find a little bit of rhythm, and I think that's sort of helping me with my consistency.
He also mentioned your steadiness and how that's why he's willing to move you around with so many different guys. Is that something that you try to make a fixture of your game to be easy to play with and someone that can kind of get paired with whoever?
Yeah, for sure. I think a guy like myself who's just been on the third pair the whole year, I think I'd have to have that steadiness. And, I think partners, I guess, have been changing quite a bit, especially as of recent. So I think just being able to communicate on the ice, that's everything.
Jared said that there's stuff to take out of that last game. You don't want to necessarily completely dump that, but what have the conversations been like? How do you guys turn the page for tonight?
Yeah, I mean, that was a pretty frustrating game, obviously unacceptable. I guess we just need a big bounce-back game, so we kind of just learn from it, turn the page, and make sure we're ready to go for tonight.
What's going through your mind when you get the call?
Just excitement, I guess. Yeah, nothing crazy. Didn't really expect it, but I'm excited.
When did the call come this morning? When did you figure it out?
Last night.
Nice.
Yeah.
How'd you sleep?
Not good, to be honest. I was up all night, but get a good nap in before the game, and that'll work.
Do you hit it like a business as usual kind of moment, or is it something like this, keep you a little anxious?
I mean, business like usual, but just try to soak it up. It's first game. I'm lucky enough my family's coming in town, so exciting.
So was that the first call you made to your parents?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, my mom and dad, and then all my siblings. So it was a pretty special moment.
Have you had any conversations with coaches about just sticking to your game tonight, or how hard is it going to be to not have the nerves maybe jumping a little bit too much?
Just like you said, sticking with my game. Like I play a physical brand, so not trying to play a different style. Just going out there, playing physical, getting in on the forward check, and just the little things that I'm good at.
You mentioned you didn't expect it. Could you have imagined this? Like you're a college free agent, you're trying to figure out which team you want to sign with, and then what is it? Ever this is like months later, basically, you're in the NHL.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of how it went. I became a free agent in the summer. Had a tough couple of first weeks of camp, but kind of buried my head, trying to learn everything I could and just keep moving forward.
What was it about the organization that made you decide to sign here?
It's just a world-class organization. Like everybody, it's surrounded by great people, great staff everywhere, from equipment managers, athletic trainers, coaching staff, the players around us. So that was a big factor, I would say.
Is it just kind of a mix of nerves and excitement for tonight?
Yeah, I'm very excited, but also very nervous. So I think my nap will calm me down a little bit. I'm looking forward to it, but I couldn't be more excited, honestly.
You're joining a lot of rookies who have also gotten their starts this season too. Does that kind of help build your confidence, knowing that other people kind of get where you're at currently?
Yeah, it's good to know that every younger guys are getting an opportunity here, but I still got to prove myself, I feel like, so I'm just not taking it for granted, and hopefully I go out and have a good game.
Obviously not the end of the trip that you guys want, but I think there's positives to take out of that trip. How do you guys take the positives from that, turn the page on that last game, and get ready to go for tonight?
Yeah, I think prior to that Tampa game, we were building things in the right direction and sort of just compounded our habits and structure on itself, and you could see the results pay dividends as the trip went on. It's unfortunate to end the trip on that way and sort of tarnish it in a way, but I think there's still things to take from that game as well, and to encompass the whole trip with that, and still be happy with going 3-1 against 4 really good opponents right now.
Well, and like you said, the schedule doesn't really get easier. Jared was saying, you guys don't really have time to sit and think about past games. What is kind of the conversation here, knowing how compound the schedule is here? And like you kind of said, you're home only kind of technically here for a day.
Yeah, it's a bit of a gauntlet here between the opponents we're facing and the travel schedule. So it's just trying to get your mind right, your body right. I think it was nice being home yesterday, have a day off, sort of disconnect from things a little bit when you can, just to take that time for yourself and try and get back to even, and come back with a big home game tonight against a good opponent who we obviously saw early in the year, and we thought we played pretty good, but game didn't go our way. So I think it's on us to sort of rebound and correct some things and go out there and have a good start tonight, hopefully.
You got one to go for you, and it was a nice one too. How much does that just kind of like a little bit of a weight can stop thinking about it?
Definitely, yeah. It's always nice when you haven't scored in a while and was getting the chances, just wasn't able to put them in the net. So it's something I hope as well to build on in my personal game and sort of find a bit more of that offensive balance going forward.
Caleb said that you guys were it was a situation where you're just going to try and figure out what went wrong, talk about it, and get over it. Is that pretty much what happened on the plane home?
Yeah, you got to have a short memory right now. I think if you dwell on those games, it's going to come back to hurt you. If you're still thinking about what you could have done or what went wrong, I think that's when it can catch up to you a bit. And I think the same goes for the positives throughout the trip. I think you want to just learn from them, talk about them, address them, and then sort of move on and try and do what you can to, continue to do the good things we did and forget about the bad things we did, but learn from those as well.
Thanks so much, Logan.